Welcome back. Hi. So I've got a couple of things to take care of before we get started. Other than this again. Let's do the outside room. Um, Let's do the shelter. Protect ourselves from nasty red rooms. And let's go straight in here. We have this one still left to do. And that needs to be on tribal. And everything else needs to be fixed. So let's get into this. So we're not sure which of those this is, but fair weather and wind seem the most likely ones. So let's try wind, because if you're going to travel by airship, that feels likely. Then aviation. That one. And then stripes. No. Okay. No. Okay, so the only one left is snow. For ones we have not tried. That. Bingo. That. Button. No, it's not. Okay. So then maybe a different one of these? Well, let's just try them all now. We've tried wind, fair, fog. Sure. And that's it. We've tried them all. So then that means we actually do have something wrong here. Can't imagine what, but yeah, something is amiss. So we're going to disengage and we're going to head back upstairs, I guess. So I need more information on nuance. Then we have the other door to open, which is going to rely on the vault. So we can't force that. We just have to wait for it to happen. Okay, let's go into the front room. The other thing to do is this. So we are sitting at 102. So the thing I was trying to figure out was if I back out of this, I can go into the house history. And so, oh, maybe it doesn't. New room 7. Okay. So, day 1, it doesn't tell you how many rooms. That's a problem. Okay. But, I mean, we're looking at two numbers that are off by 8. There's no way to get that wrong here. So we have 65 days worth of data to collect. Because what I want to know is, what do those numbers add up to? So this is 19 different rooms. So I'm going to pencil that into box number 1. If I can find my pencil. There it is. I think that's the number that goes with that. Now I'm going to just collect all the other things. So 7, day 2, 13, day 4, 3, and then 62, nothing, 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 1. Uh-oh. Well, that's weird. That's not a result I was expecting. Because that puts us on 107. Did I add that wrong? Did I miss 3 somewhere? 19. Hello. 19 and... my God. 19 plus 7 plus 13 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 4, 103, or 105 when you add 3, and then plus 1 is 107. So neither 102 nor 110. Laha? Well, let's go back through that again and triple check that I did the numbers right. How is it 107 rooms? That has me so confused. Okay, so what I'm going to wind up having to do is go over this footage and record another thing to tag along to this, where we try to figure out what the rooms that get added actually are, because that doesn't make any sense. So that's no help for me figuring out what's wrong with this, because it doesn't correlate to anything. Hello, Editor Dart here. So I promised a little snippet here to try to make sense of the numbering because I didn't want to do it in footage. And honestly, it's just going to make things worse. So you may remember that when I did that accounting, in day 1, I drafted 19 rooms into the building, but the number of rooms on day 1 was marked as being 20. One way or the other, that's 19 or 20, since it's not telling me how many rooms it's actually counting. Yeah, I have 20 rooms listed there. I could name them all. I'm not going to, because it's not going to help anything. Day 2 tells me that there were 7 new rooms, and day 3 tells me that there were 13 new rooms. So day 7, if we look at it, introduces 8 rooms, and I checked this again multiple times to make sure that I wasn't doing it wrong, 8 different rooms that weren't there on day 1. The storeroom, the dining room, the commissary, the office, the boudoir, the dark room, the utility closet, and the passageway. 8 rooms. So already there's a problem, but maybe that was 19 plus 8, but that doesn't make any sense. Then on day 3, it's supposed to be 13. However, looking at the grid, I can only find 12 new rooms. The billiard room, the walk-in closet, the locker room, the aquarium, the nursery, the archives, the weight room, the furnace, the drawing room, the pool, the boiler room, and the secret passage. So already, just looking at those critical first 3 days to try to figure out what's going on, nothing is being counted in any way that makes any kind of sense. So I honestly don't know how the game is figuring out that 102 total, because it doesn't make sense for any numbers, no matter how you're counting this stuff. So it's a brilliant idea, but I'm just as confused as I ever was. And now I'm going to send you back to Player Dart. Let's do the parlor and get some gems. Really what I want, oh look, an apple. Really what I want is vault stuff, because if I can't make any sense out of getting a full directory, then the sigils are the thing. There is only one true box. Both the statements written on the other boxes are false. The box with the most words does not have gems. Oh, you're going to make me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. 9 words. And not 9 words. So this is 10. The box with the most words does not have gems. So that's the one that has the gems. So let's start with this then, because it's promising the most. If this one is true, that one is true, but then this one is just incorrect. So this one is false. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. That is false. At least one is true. If this ends up being false, then there have to be 2 true boxes, but I don't have enough boxes left to make that possible. So, nope, this is the truth. It is the only true box. This is false, and that's why the gems are here. Okay. Dormitory. You know what? Yeah, dormitory. Because Corerica. And a key lying on the table. Continuing to look around. For anything that talks about Corerica other than the banners. Where, yup, academic. Yup, orange. And what? Is there a letter or anything? No, there's not. A stamp. I was hoping that there was something hiding in here and I just hadn't looked very carefully for it before. But no, there are no clues to Corerica other than the things that were obviously true from everything else we've known. Dang. Okay, into the foundation. North again. Oh, it's got to be the vestibule. Lost and found lavatory vault. Let's do the vault just so that we have it. And we're going to get lots of cash. And actually, you know what? That's correct. I am recording this on January 11th. It is not Monday, though. Locked. Okay, so this might be it for me. Into the dark room. And just do a thing. It's locked. Okay. So now... I have a sledgehammer. I can go right back to the entrance hall. Hello. Yee. This is the door I came up through, so... What do you mean that's locked? What do you mean that's locked? That's the door I came in through. How can it be locked? This one. That one's boarded up. That one leads off to the vault. And the other one is the one that I got in here through. I can't get back. That's a new way to fail. Okay, so that's going to do that for today. That's weird. That is so weird. I don't like the vestibule. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up on this. And I'm going to call it a day. Because this doesn't make any sense. And let's add an entry to the house thing. Perplexing Inn of the Dead. Total rooms 33. I'm willing to believe that that's right. 6 bedrooms, 3 puzzle rooms, and presumably a great many dead ends. But yeah, I don't know what to do about this. All I can do is keep bashing ahead and hoping I get that vault key sooner rather than later, or that I manage to come up with a way to figure out a run that puts lots more dead ends in here. But yeah. Okay, some real world time has passed since day 66, and somebody commented Let me see if I can bring that up. Somebody commented that there might be a way to figure this out. Yeah, Heaps of Ammo is the name of the person who gave this. So I should be checking the rooms in the directory to see how many times they've been drafted. And maybe redo the ones that have been drafted like once or twice. And see like what the bottom 8 rooms look like and see if I need to bring more in. That's not a bad idea. And also, I can check in the library to see which rooms have been drafted least often, because they will be a clue to tell me which ones. So those are both magnificently awesome tips. We're going to try those. So let's do the first things. Let's get the allowance up to 63 now. And a package again. Brass compass, gems, and keys, which I think is a marginal improvement over what I've been getting lately. What we're going to do is we're going to do escape and room directory, and we're just going to start going through. So the foundation has been drafted one time, but I don't think we can say that I haven't been there and haven't used it, so I don't know that that counts. Entrance hall, same. Ladyship spare room, that's been drafted 48 times. That shouldn't be a problem. Post 9 times and tomb 6 times. So we did a bunch of rare rooms. Has this number gone up? No, it has not. So I'm not convinced this is the thing. Well, let's go do an exterior room. It's possible it's a bug. Or it's possible it's about, like, pre-upgrade rooms. I don't know. We don't have anything from the shrine currently, I don't think. Why not? Let's do a big number. The Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Okay. We'll see if we can make any use of that. So we kind of want the library today so we can check out that other book. And the parlor. I see nothing on a table. What do we got today? A box that displays the word true is false. A box that displays the word gems is empty. The white box is true and does not contain gems. Okay. So it feels like we start with the black box, the one that's right in front of me. Let's say for a second that this is true. Then the white box that displays the word true is false. So this would be a false statement. This is supposed to be a true statement. A box that displays the word gems is empty. So if we assume this is true, that's supposed to be true, and it doesn't have gems in it. And a box that displays the word gems is empty. And a box that displays the word gems is empty. That is true. That is this one. Hey, wait a minute. This one has to be true. This box has to be true just by itself. Because we have 2 boxes that display the word gems, and they can't both have something in them. So yes, it must be the case that a box displaying the word gems is empty. So, we've already proven that this box cannot be true. I think because it leads to an ambiguity. I feel like I've talked myself in circles now. So, this must be true because I have 2 boxes that display the word gems. One of them must be empty. The white box simply is true. A box that displays the word true is false. I can't do the same thing with this. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Look at that. Okay. So this box displays the word true. This box displays the word true. After this revelation, at least one of those boxes must be false. So the blue box is true. So both of these boxes are true. So then this box has to be false. But the white box is true. So the false bit of this must be that it does not contain gems, which means the gems must be here. I hope I can edit that into something clear, because I don't think I did it very well. Reading Nook points in the happy direction and gets us a key, which we appreciate. And then, nothing to pick up. It lets us get access to the library if we want it. And we sure do. So what's this thing? Oh, it's a gem. I think we're just going to call on a new clue again. For later. Then we want to go upstairs and take a look at our stats. Is it here? Records. Total time playing 69 hours. Total day 67. Longest day 10 hours. I still don't know how I did that. Steps taken 5,896. Whee! Yeah. Draft records. Lots. Puzzle records. Yeah. Did I draft a parlor and then not solve it? I don't know. Discovery records, upgrade discs 15, red letters 6, sanctum keys 7. Sure, that's all it has though. Okay. All things we know entirely too well. Okay, then the scrapbook. First item check was a vault key. Favorite floor plans. Conservatory. Yep, anytime. And then most drafted, den, no duh, observatory parlor. Most paid for, observatory passageway, cloister of Lydia. Most time spent in library, der. Parlor hall, der. Entrance hall. Contraptions I've made, all of them. Trophy of wealth. Stamp collection. We're missing one thing, which is Carrerica, pardon me. Fine. Most avoided floor plans are the lavatory, the dormitory, and the ballroom. Fair enough. They're on the list. Highest grade, 8. Just need to draft one more classroom to take my final exam. Okay, so there's a guarantee, there's a confirmation that, yeah, I just need to get 9 classrooms in the same house at some point to do the final exam thing. Okay. So, the library itself doesn't have any revelations that going through the list of rooms didn't also do. We'll try to do either the ballroom, ladyship's chamber, one of those. And if it doesn't do anything, then I think we just have to give up on that as a trophy for this run. But I don't know what I did wrong. And I may never know what I did wrong. Treasure trove. Yeah, we kind of do want to every time, don't we? And opening a key, it's a blue box with a moon. I have not been paying attention. It's a green memo, though. Fen Ares borders a poetic realm. Okay. So that's less useful now. Because I think we figured that part out. Oh, well. Fine. Really? Really? Okay. Dormitory, pump room, greenhouse. Let's do the greenhouse, because the greenhouse is also one of the rooms on the list of I don't draft it very often. And we used to have water running in here, except now we don't because reasons. A key. Why is it animals? Why is it animals? I don't know. So that's interesting. There's a lot more building there than I was counting on. Because the antechamber would lead to room 46, which is up here. What's this? What is this building that's in front of me? Yeah, let's do the courtyard. Yep, watering can. Sledgehammer. Nice. These. And 2 dig spots. We want a vault key. We got a rock. Again with the animals. Is there a farm nearby? Turnip. Okay, so that's going to help us move around. That is not the door we're interested in. This is. So we should be able to do this. Yeah. Do I want the walk-in closet or do I want this wine cellar? The walk-in closet might have a vault key in it. Oh. We got a bonus from the room. So, key card, telescope. That'll be nice. And this we can actually do. Code check, servants' quarters, showroom. I mean, we might be able to buy something in the showroom. But what else are we going to do with the gems? So let's do the showroom. And we'll have a look and see. The moon pendant. Yeah, we'll get 2 things from the inventory. Master key opens all the doors we don't need. Chronograph we don't need. Ornate compass we don't need. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we did nothing. 102 still. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else useful to do. So I'm going to call it a day. So we filled the house, reached rank 9, the Garden Shopping Center of Prayers. We had 5 green rooms, 5 shop rooms, chapel, cloister, shrine. I have to say, these drawings are getting more and more elaborate as we go on. All right. So again, we didn't accomplish anything other than discover more ways in which we're failing to be able to do that thing. We're going to try this again one more time in this video. One more time. So far, I've only had really one of these episodes where going for 3 days accomplished nothing to speak of. This is looking like being that. I don't have a package. Let's go outside. Tomb, toolshed, trading post. Oh, I have things, don't I? I don't know what things, because I didn't look. But let's do the trading post and see if I can get something from... I have the prism key and the sledgehammer, which is a fascinating pair of things. What would I get for those things? The prism key. Ooh, 4 ivory dice. I've never actually used the prism key, and I'm not at all convinced it's worth it. I will make that trade. And the sledgehammer for the coupon, but you got to be kidding. No trade. That's all. Thank you. Sledgehammer for coupon book. Let's cross. Boop. Ballroom. Ooh, but I'm going to lose a ton of gems for doing that. But what I can do is not go into the ballroom. But if I need to, I can make gems happen that way. See the dogs again. So let's do what I really wanted to do, which was to do this. Treasure Trove West Wing Hall. treasure trove deadheads us. Is it worth it anyway? Yeah, I'll do that. So, ridiculous amounts of money. Locked trunk. What's in the trunk? It's green. It never rains in Arch Aries. That's not helpful. It eliminated one weather type from one realm. I'm beginning to think that this is like running out of what its usefulness is. Ew. Yeah, passageway. Lots of doors. Still no electronic ones. This can be a dead end. Except I'm not going to spend a key on it. Lateral move. Locker room. No brainer. Easy choice. And we've got the car keys, which is interesting because we have the garage. And I thought I saw something. Oh yeah, there's a coin down here. Okay. So we've now cut off the pantry, which is a shame. Okay. So, lots of locked things. Do I want to just go back and get that now? Tell you what, that one is locked. We know that. Let's check all the rest. Let's try these two and see if we can open anything up. Locked. Aha. Okay. Let's... Ooh. Let's redraw this. I mean, the locksmith would be smart. We wouldn't have to go back. We could just buy our way out of this problem. Yeah, we've got enough doors. We can just do the locksmith. Yep. And let's buy a special key, which should not be the prism key because we put it in the trading post. It is the silver key. Sure. Locksmith kit and too many keys. Okay. Not a problem now, but now we're out of gems. Let's try exploring a little bit. This. Yeah, let's do this now. Dead end. Oh, terrible. Yeah, redraw that. None of those are good for sticking in that spot. Actually, you know what? The code check would fix all these problems. I just have to remember to put the thing back. Because I can retrieve the emerald bracelet. That means I don't have to worry about gems ever again. Vault. Yeah, just in case something happens. Oh, look, another huge source of money. Okay, so we have the vault. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to the locksmith and just buy a stupid amount of keys. Because I think I'm not ever going to run out. Look at that wall. I'm not ever going to run out. $27 keys ought to do it. And now I'm going to go to the locker room. Yeah. And let's just open, like, all the doors. 2 gems, which I kind of don't need now. More gems. Is this not a lock? Oh, it's not. Well, okay. There are fewer lockers in the locker room than I thought there were. That one's just empty. Fine. is this? Okay. Where is room 46? North of the antechamber. Correct. Below the foundation. Full house of 45 rooms and bunk room. Secret door and tomb leaning toward this. Doesn't exist. Red herring. Okay. So, fine. All right. Conspiracy theory. And more coins. Not excited. Oh, nice. Running shoes. We haven't had that in a dog's age. We used to get that a fair bit, and I liked it. Gems and coins. Coins and gem. Coins and coins. Okay. And then these are done. We can't do anything about that door. More gems. Yeah, I didn't need to buy... 6 or O. Right, we saw this before. Don't know. Okay. But it's back again, so I don't know what its significance is. 3 gems that have sort of sunken into the shelf. Well, if you want coins or gems, you know where to come. More gems. And one more bank of lockers. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. We saw that before, too. Okay. And another empty locker. And more coins. And that is it. That is everything that the locker room has for us. All right. Aquarium. Yeah. Gives us one of those. It gives us a dig spot. Turnip. Okay, why is there barking in here? That just doesn't make any sense. Parlor Planetarium Nursery. Did we go this entire time and never put the parlor in? Let's do the planetarium so that we have a place to go. Lovely. Okay. So we have a place to go, and that will put us on 51, which may encourage us to actually build up some stars rather than hitting 50 and then spending 38 of them. Eh. And so that is, oh, the closed exhibit. That's unhelpful because that's outside the building. And the other ones are also incredibly unhelpful. Let's reroll. Security. I mean, if the moon pendant is available for sale again, let's do the showroom. It sure is. Let's take it, because then I'll get to keep things for next time. Exit. So now, let's think. We want to put the emerald bracelet back into the coat check. Let's take care of that. Ding. Check item. Where is it? Emerald bracelet. There you go. Cool. So, what else did we want to do? We wanted to put a thing in the ballroom, I think. And hope I don't have to put something in that costs more than 2 gems, because this is going to do that. Lost and found furnace office. Well, now you see, the lost and found might have a vault key. And there's a lot of stuff here that I kind of don't care if I lose because I'm about to end the day. So let's do this. Lost the treasure map. Not sad. Telescope. Oh, okay. That does a couple things. Yes, you are bipping. You are very happy. What are you doing? Hey, look at this. Deposit box key. Perfect. What? You're still going. Why? Why? Oh, is there a... There's a key over here. Yeah, I need more keys, thanks. So now, the vault is up there. And it would be nice to hit some things like the observatories. And the planetarium is where we want to stop. We have 56 steps. So how much stuff can I actually do? We definitely want to hit the planetarium with the telescope, because I think we're going to get extra stuff with every planet we spot. But, I mean, primary importance here is the vault. We're just going to go directly to the vault, because that's the thing that I've been asking for a vault key all day. It's finally here. I'm not going to risk not getting to do all the things that it's going to give us. Through the locker room, through the pump room, and into the vault. Hey, look at that. So it was 370. 370 is this one over here. Yes. Ooh, stuff. Hey, look at that. Look at that. So, read this. Uncle, thank you again for all your help. I know I could never hope to repay you, but it pains me to know I won't even have the chance to try. At any rate, I'm leaving these extra funds behind, as well as the extra passports. It would be too risky if we were searched at the border, and the money would raise too many suspicions. I think we all want a clean start anyway. I know I do. Signed, Mary. Okay, and Sanctum Key. Okay, so now we have a new mission. We have 44 steps. I mean, we now have it unlocked. If I don't manage to use the Sanctum Key, it'll just be sitting in the safety deposit box. I can pick it up whenever. So now what we want to do is we want to try to get to the foundation and see if we can use that key and open it. I don't know enough about Corerica that I think I can make a guess, unfortunately. But it will be good to get the last door open. That'll be an accomplishment. All 8 Sanctum keys done. That will be my progress for this thing. All right, so it's back the way I came. Yeah, there it is. I can see the supports of the foundation. Okay, that's not bad in the slightest. 35 steps left. Let's go down. And we come, and 7 doors open, and I have a Sanctum key, and what do you want to bet they're going to check to... Yeah, 2 issues on this door. Give me options. What else am I going to do with it? Open. Okay. So now, looking at what I know, Corerica, really the only thing that I have as a guess is that it is an academic society, which is not nearly enough information for me to start trying stuff. Oh, and it has the orange flag. Yeah, that's not nearly enough for me to start guessing things. So, no, I don't know what to do about these last 2 countries. So that kind of becomes a top priority. Now that I don't have to worry about RNG giving me the last key, it's happened. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back upstairs. Here. There we go. Telescope, please. Doja, the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain a trunk. Okay. So that's cool. So now, yeah, I think that's about all that I want to accomplish. Because I don't want to run back to try to hit the observatories. I don't think it's worth it. I think that's about it. So I think I do want to call it a day. So I will get 2 stars. That'll put me on 51. And then I will spend them like water. Yep, we're going to call it. I did a thing. Huzzah. A noteworthy... Oh, ballroom and music room. A noteworthy shopping center. I did a lot. Yeah, so in terms of trophies, did they actually just use a Type S to make this violin with serifs and everything? That's terrible. Anyway, for the problem of getting the directory trophy, I'm somewhat despairing of the fact that it may not be possible to fix it. It may just be borked. Because every effort I've made in order to try to figure out which rooms aren't being counted, nothing worked in order to try to reactivate those rooms. I mean, I didn't check to see whether the ballroom did anything. I've only been in it once. I clearly went through it just now. I bet it still doesn't count. Or it didn't increase my count from 102. So just this once, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the Discord for this, and I'm going to investigate. Just because it feels like there are no clues, and in fact, it's giving me somewhere between misleading and actively incorrect information. Which is not great. I'm not happy. So I'm going to do something about it. And I'm going to see whether this is a known problem. What do people know? So I'm going to do that investigation. I will bring my results back. But I'm kind of figuring we're going to need to figure out our 8th trophy some other way than a full directory. Unless, of course, there are 8 other rooms. But if there are, I don't have any reason to think where they would be. So that's going to be it. So we are going to exit. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. Please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of what I'm doing. If you happen to know what's up, if you know this is a known bug or something, the directory trophy, let me know. Please press like and subscribe. It lets my work be seen by other people. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you whether you press the buttons or not. Really, the comments are the things I prefer to see. And yeah, we're going to cycle through the rest of the games. And I will see you in the next video. Have a magnificent, wonderful day. And see you next time. Goodbye.